if you think we're on the run. We are the boys who will stop your little game. We are the boys who will make you think again. 'Cause who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done? Mr. Brown goes off to town on the A21, but he comes home each evening and he's ready with his gun. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler, if you think old England's done?
Are you there, sir?
Yes, of course I'm here.
Well, the men are fallen in. They really look awfully smart.
Good. Now come and look at them.
All right, sir.
Why aren't you in your snow camouflage suit?
Well, I came here by the high street, sir, and I didn't want to look a fool in public.
Well, I'm wearing mine. I don't look a fool. Why haven't you brought the men inside?
Well, it seems a lot of shame, sir, you see, because the verger spent all day yesterday polishing the floor.
Oh, we can't worry about things like that. We've got a war to win. Bring them in.
All right, sir. Now, would you mind stepping in here, please? Quick as you can, please.
Right, thank you, Corporal. Stand at E. Very good indeed, man. Very proud. And now we can follow the example of our Finnish allies and become completely invisible in the snow.
Well, there's one thing. There's no snow.
Silence! Very good, John.
Sir?
What have you done to your spectacles?
Well, it's camouflage, sir. See, I've got very highly coloured eyes, you know, sir. People frequently remark comments about them in the shop. See, look at that, sir, look. See? And I thought to myself, well, if they show up so much in the shop, how much more so much would they show up in the snow?
Yeah. I don't think it was necessary. Nostrils look a bit odd, too.
That's cotton wool, sir. It's cotton wool, you see. So when I'm in action, I get very fractious and worked up, sir. And my nostrils flare, sir. And they take on a sort of angry red hue. Of course, they don't show up in the shop because I don't get worked up and fractious. Well, nobody does over meat and sausages, do they? Anyway, if I got worked up and fractious in the snow, my nostrils would shine out like beacons and give my place away.
Yeah. I think you're going into the realms of fantasy now, John. Right. Don't play the fool with me, boy.
I'm not playing the fool. Mum wouldn't let me put whitewash on me face. See, this is Uncle Arthur's idea.
That right?
Well, he has a very sensitive skin, sir. It runs in the family.
And whose family?
His family.
I see. What's this?
It's all I could find.
A wedding dress.
Aye. It was my mother's. Oh, there's a veil. It was in the attic. And you know this, Captain Mannering? The poor wee mousie had passed away. And the bustle.
What do you think?
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that he hasn't brought the bouquet.
Yes, find something more suitable.
Right, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Who put you up to this, Godfrey?
It's my pillow costume. I was in the Army and Navy store, so we went as a troupe and did a few shows for charity, and we called ourselves the Gay Gondoliers.
The gay gondolier... We can't have this.
Oh, I don't know, sir. I think it's rather fun, except for the pom-poms.
I wasn't there to cut them off. I thought we might keep them until after the bells rang and the snow fell.
Oh, I can't allow that. No. You must wear proper clothes, like everybody else. Well, on the whole, it's a very good turnout, men. Very good. And now, when it snows, we shall be able to merge into the landscape.
Oh, look
that floor. Look at that floor. Just look at it. 3 hours I spent on that. Backbreaking.
Oh, never mind all that, Mr. Yateman. Captain Mannering, can I have a word with you?
Well, can't you see that I'm busy?
We're all busy in our own different ways, Captain Mannering. I just want to give you plenty of notice that you won't be able to use the hall on Saturday fortnight.
Oh? Well, I may need it. I may need it for a serious military purpose.
Well, I do need it for a church bazaar. We're raising money for comforts for the troops.
Why have I only just learned this?
The parish council only decided half an hour ago. That's why.
That'll do, Mr. Yateman.
Ah, now, this is a project in which you could count on our wholehearted support, isn't it, Wilson?
I shouldn't be at all surprised.
Yes, with the Home Guard behind you, the affair could take on a much, much broader aspect. But time's short, we must act quickly. Now, I want you to get round all the important people in the town and summon them to a meeting. We'll form a small executive committee. We'll have to have a chairman, of course.
A chairman? Now, I wonder who that'll be.
Now, as chairman, may I just bring the meeting to order and welcome
Oi,
all
hold
those
on a minute,
present.
hold on a minute. Why ever is it, whenever we have a meeting about anything, you're always the chairman? Who elected you? That's what I want to know.
It was perfectly above board and legal. I was elected by the steering committee.
Oh. And who elected the steering committee?
I did.
Yes, Town Clerk, I feel sure we're all most happy to have Captain Mannering as chairman. Now, I have a meeting of my General Purposes Committee in 1 hour and 5 minutes, so please, can we proceed?
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Ward.
Sorry we're late, Captain Mannering. We've been coupon counting.
Oh, I see. Well, please sit down, will you?
We always do coupon counting on the last Wednesday of the month.
Yeah.
I dread it, I don't mind telling you. I really dread it, sir. Do you know, if it wasn't for Mrs. Fox, I don't think I'd be able to carry on. She's awfully good to me, Mrs.
Yes, I'm
Fox.
sure she is. Do sit down.
I do the odd 100,
What?
and then I make him a nice cup of tea and things. But it's the least I can do, isn't it?
It's the least you
Can we get on?
Yes, can we get on, please? Do.
I second that.
Oh, be quiet, Mr. Yateman.
Right, how many offers of help have we on hand at the moment, then, Sam Wilson?
Mrs. Yateman has very kindly said that she will do the tombola.
She always does the tombola.
Well, that's because she's very good at the tombola. On the other hand, I mean, if this year Mrs. Pike wants to do the tombola...
Oh, I don't want to do the tombola.
Well, then why did you mention it, Mavis?
Don't you start. You lay on the settee with your muddy boots on last night, didn't
Mavis,
you?
please,
Wet
please.
the antimacassar and then tried to rub it off. Thought I wouldn't notice.
Told you shouldn't have rinsed it in the rose bowl, didn't I?
Can we get on?
Yes, please. Can we get a... Perhaps I'd better take the list, Sergeant, had I? Yes. You're going to rue the day you ever met that woman.
And I'm doing quite a lot of ruining at this very moment.
Well, now, here we are. Mr. Godfrey, I understand that you're going to provide some chutney. Is that right?
Yes. My sister Dolly's giving 3 pots of honey and quite a lot of wine.
Oh.
Elderberry. You've tasted it, I think, Mr.
Aye, once. I must admit, I found it totally undrinkable, but no doubt some fool pay the money for the name of charity, son.
I should like to say here and now that I'm about to donate a monster brawn.
What?
Monster brawn.
You can serve it slice at a time on plates, or else you can have a monster brawn raffle.
What sort of monster is it going to be made from?
Be quiet.
And Mrs. Fox here, she's going to do fortune-telling and soothsaying in a gypsy tent.
Fortune-telling, eh?
That's right. Cards or ball.
The work
Whatever
of,
takes your fancy.
the work of the devil.
I'm only going to charge 6pence.
Well, that's cheap enough.
And each person gets 5 minutes alone with me.
Alone, eh? Oh, well, it's a good cause, and you're a fine-built woman. I'll take a chance.
Mr. Chairman, point of order. What is Mrs. Mannering going to do?
That isn't a point of order, Mr. Hodge.
I see, she's not going to do anything then.
On the contrary, she's providing some lampshades.
Lampshades?
Yes. She makes them from odds and ends. Helps pass her time in the shelter.
So Yabu sucks.
Now, listen. One more outburst like that from you, Pike, and you'll go home.
He's a young hooligan, that's what he is.
Never you mind about him. What are you going to do?
Yes, let's keep to the matter in hand.
As a matter of fact, Mr. Hodges has a rather wonderful surprise for us, haven't you, Mr. Hodges?
Yes. and it's better than your mouldy old wine and rotten lampshades. I'm going to donate 3 oranges.
3?
I'll bet none of you have seen oranges for years.
No.
You can auction them off.
Where did you get 3 oranges?
Never you mind. They make a lot of money, and that's all that matters.
Yes, well, I'm sure we're all very grateful.
Oh, I second that. Oh, be quiet, Mr. Gate.
There was a function at Eastgate last week. They had sausage rolls. Couldn't we have sausage rolls?
On behalf of Mrs. Yateman, one thing's got to be made perfectly clear. If we're going to have sausage rolls, we've got to have sausages.
I think they were made from some vegetable concoction. But the trick was they had puff pastry. They were very nice.
You can't have puff pastry without fat.
Anybody knows that.
Men don't. They think we wave a fairy wand. They don't have to queue up for hours on end.
Well, it's no good queuing up outside my shop. I haven't got any fat neither.
No, you take Mr. Jones for granted. Too much, all of you.
What are you talking about? I wouldn't go to his shop with Wellington boots on.
Oh!
You couldn't, because you're not registered with me.
Listen, if you want a few honeys in future, you got
Please, kid, don't. Let's get this discussion heated, please. After all, we're only here to raise money to send comforts to the troops.
Hey, I've got an idea. We could all club together and send them Mrs. Fox.
Good night for once. Wilson! How dare you?
It's a joke.
This is your fault. You're far too lax with this boy.
Don't you blame the boy. It's all happened since he's been with you lot.
Since I've
but
been
our
with you
God
lot.
sure is for
Lights out was sounded long ago.
Here, Pikey. Look at that. Isn't that a picture?
That really is a monster brawn, that. Really...
Mr. Jones! Mr. Jones!
What is it, Mrs. Fox?
Oh, I've lost one of my globes.
You got them both when you come in?
Well, of course I had.
Could you use something else to gaze into?
No.
Oh, I know. I can run home and get Mum's goldfish bowl.
Don't be silly, Pikey. I expect Mrs. Fox to gaze into a goldfish bowl with a lot of goldfish swimming about. She'd be gazing in for inspiration, and they'd be gazing out going...
Hi, Godfrey. How's everything going?
Oh, very well, thank you. My sister Dolly had a very good idea.
Yes.
Letting people taste the wine before they buy it, and then they know what to expect.
Oh, I see.
Would you like to try some, Mr. Mannering? It's my best elderberry.
2 o'clock in the afternoon? No, thank you. No.
Well, perhaps Mr. Wilson would like to try some.
Yes, I would indeed. Thank you so much. How nice of you. Thank you. Love that. Just what I would like. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah.
What's all that palaver about?
Well, that's the way you have to do it, you see. I mean, the French people always do it like that. Actually, one really should spit it out.
Well, let's have one of these dirty foreign tricks here. Ah, silhouettes, eh? That's a novelty.
Oh, it is. Would you like me to do you, sir?
Oh, yes, why not?
Only sixpence.
Sixpence, oh, well.
Now you'll have
Help the war effort.
to stand very still.
Yes.
Thank you.
Captain Mannering, sir.
Yes?
My monster's gone shiny.
What did you say?
Still, I said.
It's too hot in here. It's beginning to melt, sir. What am I going to do?
Perfectly simple, Jones. Take it out into the yard when it's cool and bring it into the hall from time to time to show to the people.
What would we do without your organising ability? Pikey, Pikey, come on, we're going to take this outside.
Oh, all right.
Too hot in here. Well, don't joggle it about. I'm not joggling it.
There you are, sir. That's it. You to a T.
Oh, it's awfully good, sir. Perfect likeness. Terribly good.
Rubbish. It's awful. Just a round lump.
Well, you're a round lump.
I didn't pay sixpence to be insulted, Fraser.
I think you're getting a bargain.
You're in uniform. I put you on a charge for insolent behaviour. Why is this table empty?
Well, it's Mrs. Mannering's stall for her lampshades, sir, you see.
Yes. Lampshades. Just come in the office a minute, will you?
Sir.
Hey, Vicar, look at that. Mouth-watering, isn't it?
Oh, a rare sight indeed, Mr. Hodges. Do you know, I don't think I've seen an orange for over 2 years.
If my memory serves me right, Your Reverence, it was just before the war in the Scouts' production of Good King Charles. You played Nell Gwyn.
Happy days.
Thank you, sir.
Now, about these lampshades of Mrs. Mannering's.
Oh, yes?
Yes. She's been making them for over a year now, but I've never said anything about it because she's rather sensitive to criticism.
Yes.
But the fact is they're rather unusual.
Unusual?
Yes. Not to put too fine a point upon it, they're bizarre. But she is determined to bring them down here this afternoon to help out.
Oh.
Is that a joke?
Yes, there is, as a matter of fact, a little bit of a joke, yes, sir. See, the bazaar for the bazaar. You see what I mean, sir? Understand? It's sort of a play on...
Yes. Now, I realised, of course, that these lampshades were going to call forth some rather ribald remarks from the more plebeian fractions of the town.
Yes.
But I said to myself, well, after all, she's my wife, and I must stand up for her.
Yeah, well, that's very noble of you, sir.
Yes. And then came the incident of the bath.
The bath?
You see, we have a rather old bath at home,
Yeah.
and some of the enamel's chipped off, and there's a rather dirty brown stain under the taps.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Yeah. Well, I was in the ironmonger's yesterday, and I saw some bath enamel. So while she was out shopping this morning, I put a coat on the bath.
Did it work?
Only up to a point. Unfortunately, it takes 5 hours to dry. And Elizabeth is very unpredictable, you see. After all, how would I have expected her to decide to take a bath in the middle of the day? I was sitting in my study when it happened.
What happened?
I heard a dreadful scream come from the bathroom.
Yes.
Dashed in to find her standing in the bath. And the paint had come off in one long strip, you understand, and she was wrapped in a sort of...
I see, sort of a enamel skirt.
Right. Was held to pay, of course.
Yeah.
Then came the question of how to get the stuff off. I mean, chemicals were no use. Pumice stone wouldn't shift the stuff.
Sandpaper?
No. Very delicate skin. Anyway, I managed to take off the bits that were hanging down, you see, and told her that she'd just have to let the rest wear off. She became rather hysterical, and to calm her down, I said, well, don't bother, dear. I said, nobody's going to look at you without clothes.
Well, did it do any good?
Not at all, no. No, she ran into the bedroom and slammed the door. Well, this means, of course, that she won't be here this afternoon.
Oh, really? I really am awfully sorry about that, sir. So sorry.
There's only one thing which might retrieve the situation.
Yeah?
That's if I could get hold of one of Hodges' oranges. Now, that might calm her down, you see. She's very partial to oranges.
Yes, well, let's hope that does the trick.
There's only one consolation about the whole thing.
What's that?
Well, I shan't have to be embarrassed by those damn lampshades.
Oh. There we are, Pikey. That's the lot.
They are nice. He will be pleased.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Putting out Mrs. Mannering's lampshades.
How did you get hold of them?
Oh, well, while I was coming here, you see, I had to pass your house.
Yeah.
And on the doorstep was a big cardboard box there. Anyway, I was standing there, the door opened a crack, a hand came out and a finger beckoned to me. So I went up, and I noticed that underneath the fingernail it was all white paint. Anyway, there was this mad cackling laugh, the finger pointed at the box, and the door slammed. Hey, you don't think it's your cleaning lady gone potty, do you? You should go on again.
Look, Pikey, there's 2 more of them.
Oh, they're lovely. Hey, everybody, have a look. Look at these lampshades Mrs. Mannering made. Aren't they lovely?
You stupid boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention for a moment, please? Now, may I first of all welcome you to our Winter Bazaar, and here to perform the opening ceremony is our popular town clerk, Mr. Gordon.
Go and fetch the broom, we're opening. Oh, right.
Good afternoon, citizens of Warmington-on-Sea. Now, as you know, this bazaar this afternoon is in aid of the town's Comforts for the Troops Fund. Every penny that you give will be another nail in Hitler's coffin. So, go to it with a will. I now declare this bazaar well and truly open.
Pompous idiot.
But at least he was brief.
Walk up, ladies and gentlemen, and see my lovely oranges. I shall be auctioning them off at 4:30. Walk up.
You know, that man Hodges makes the whole thing sound like a fairground.
I said dreadfully common. He shouldn't be allowed in public places at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, come and see my monster brawn. The tickets for this are a penny each. Due to circumstances beyond my control, it'll only be on view for a few minutes, all the times during the afternoon, as it has to wait outside.
Mind your backs, please. Mind your backs, please. Mind your backs, please.
Monster Brawn's arrived.
Stallman, how do you expect me to get a likeness if you keep fidgeting her about?
Would you like to try my elderberry wine?
Oh, thank you.
Well, I think I'll go and get some tombola tickets, Wilson.
All right, sir.
They've got a bottle of whiskey here for the first prize. Elizabeth takes a drop now and again, you know. Pure medicinal, of course.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 3 o'clock, and the monster brawn will be on view for a further 10 minutes.
Mind your backs, please. Mind your backs.
Guess what?
Okay, I think I'll buy some more tombola tickets.
Well, you've bought quite a lot already, haven't you, sir? Haven't you won anything yet?
Only this boat race favour.
Oh, I said they're awfully attractive, isn't it? It's Cambridge, too. Lovely.
Sorry, Mr. Gordon.
Look what I've won, Captain Mannering. The bottle of whiskey. That certainly smiled on me this afternoon.
Would you like some more tickets, Mr. Mannering?
No, I don't think I'll bother, thank you.
Pikey, Pickwick, come on. Outside with it, it's melting. Go on, outside with it.
Sick and tired of lugging this thing in and out all afternoon.
Make way!
Make way!
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good heavens, what's that?
Sponge?
Yes, Captain Mannering.
What's that child doing with all my wife's lampshades on her head?
Well, I couldn't sell them as lampshades, so I'm selling them as funny hats for the kids.
How dare
So sorry.
Oh, son.
I beg your pardon.
Sorry.
What's the matter with him?
Well, he's obviously tiddly.
Tiddly? How could he be? Just a minute, what's going on over there?
They're drunk.
Godfrey, how much wine have you sold?
None at all, I'm afraid, sir.
Well, what about all these empty bottles?
Well, you see, sir, everybody's tasting it, but nobody's buying it.
Mr. Mannering,
Yes?
Mr. Mannering, while I was outside with the Brawn, dispatch rider arrived, asked me to give you this.
Yes, where is he now?
He's getting on his bike.
Well, stop him, I want to talk to him.
All right.
Hang on! Captain Mannering, sir. I want a raffle of brawn now. We can't keep lugging it in and out all the time, you know.
No, very well, all right.
Sorry, Mr. Mannering, you've gone. Mr. Jones, there's something outside I think you ought to see.
What is it?
Brace yourself for a shock.
This will be about tomorrow's exercise, I suppose. Now, after the auction, get the men into my office, will you?
All right, sir, yes. All right.
Captain Mannering!
Yes?
Captain Mannering!
What is it?
That dispatch rider, he's run over my brawn.
Good heavens! How did he manage to do that?
He sort of went...
Ladies and gentlemen, walk up. I shall now auction my oranges. Walk up.
I'm determined to get hold of one of those oranges.
Well, how high are you prepared to go, sir?
Where my wife is concerned, the sky's the limit.
Mr. Hodges, I just heard Captain Mannering say he's determined to get my note oranges.
Well, he's not going to. I'll see to that. Right, now, lot one, the first orange. Now, what am I bid for this lovely, juicy orange? Now, what am I...
Sixpence down here. Thank you very much. Can I say 1 shilling now? I have sixpence down here. Can I say a shilling?
1 shilling.
Thank you, madam. Going to the lady here for 1 shilling.
Just a minute, I haven't finished bidding.
Mate, you're hard bun, mate. You want to speak up a bit, sharpie. You mumble, that's your trouble. Right. Lot 2, the second orange. Now, what am I bid for this lovely, round, juicy orange? 1 shilling. Thank you very much. Can I say 2 shillings now? I have 1 shilling down here. Can I say 2 shillings? 2 shillings, anybody? I have a shilling down here. Can I say 2 shillings? I have a shilling here. I am withdrawing this orange from the sale. Right. It hasn't reached its reserve price.
What is its reserve price?
Mind your own business.
Frank, you go and buy the orange for Captain Mannering.
Right.
Off you go.
Lot 3, the third orange. Now, what am I bid for this lovely, juicy orange? 1 shilling, thank you very much, sir. Can I say 2? Can I say 2 shillings? 2 shillings, thank you very much indeed. Can I say 3 shillings now? I have 2 shillings there. Can I say 3? Can I say 3 shillings? 3 shillings, thank you very much, sir. Can I say 4? Could I say 4 shillings for this lovely orange, this lovely, round, juicy orange now? 4 shillings, thank you very much indeed. Can I say 5? Could I say 5 for this lovely orange now? Don't forget all the money goes for comforts for the troops now. Can I have 5 shillings, please? I have 4 there. Can I say 5? 5, thank you very much. Can I say 6 now? Could I say 6? I have 5 here. Come along, this lovely, juicy orange. 6, anybody? 6, thank you very much indeed. 6. Thank you. Can I say 7 now for this lovely orange? This lovely orange that is only fell off the tree last week now. Now, 7, thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you very much. Go on to 7 to the little fat gentleman in the front. Right, can I say 8 now? Can I say 8, please? 8. Can I say... I've got 7 here. Can I say 8, please? 8, anybody? 8. 8 shillings for this loan. 8 shillings. Thank you very much indeed. I have 8 shillings down here. Can I say 9? Can I say 9? I have 8 there. 9 shillings for this lovely orange now. 9 shillings. Thank you very much. I have 9. Can I say 10? Can I say 10 shillings for this lovely orange now? If not, it is going for the first time at 9 shillings. Going for the second time at 9 shillings. It is going... Yes, 10 shillings.
It's all right, don't worry. Frank bought it for you.
Well, why didn't you say so? I've been bidding against myself.
Yes, well, it was in your own interest.
Get the man in the office.
All right, sir.
10 shillings for an orange. The boy's gone off his head.
Your orange, Mr. Mannering.
Thank you. See who that is, will you?
All right. Hello. Oh, hello, Mrs. Mannering.
Tell her I'm not here.
He says he's not here. Yes. Yes, I'll give him that message, yes. You're going to stay with your sister for the weekend. Right.
Tell her I've got an orange for her.
It's got an orange for you. I don't think he could do that. She hung up.
Sure.
Sir, you wanted to see us, sir?
Yes, I did.
I'll round up the others, sir.
No, don't bother. Come in and close the door.
All right.
Now, I just wanted to thank you, man, for all the hard work you've done today. Once again, you rallied round and given your best for the war effort. And the fact that I paid 10 shillings for this orange must have swelled the coffers enormously.
You haven't paid me for it yet.
Quiet, boy. Now, I bought this orange, as I say, for 10 shillings. And I'm going to share it with you.
Oh, that's very good.
Sir, your generosity is beyond
all
bounds.
Thank you so much. Very good.
Oh, you're like a father and mother to us, Captain Mannering.
Thank you.
To us.
I know.
Comrades in arms. To us.
To us.
Here, Napoleon, I forgot to tell you, you'll find those oranges rather bitter. They're for making marmalade.